All right, today we're diving into the aircraft that is, without a doubt, the backbone of modern naval air power, the F/A-18 Super Hornet. This is a machine that was literally born to solve one of the most difficult problems in all of aviation. Okay, just try to picture this for a second. You're trying to land a 20-ton jet, screaming in at over 150 miles an hour, onto a tiny strip of metal, a strip that's pitching and rolling in the middle of the ocean. It is one of the most intense, high-stakes maneuvers you can possibly imagine, and you need a very, very special kind of airplane to pull it off. And believe me, that is not an exaggeration. The flight deck of an aircraft carrier presents this fundamental challenge. You've got just a few hundred feet to land, you have to come to a violent, immediate stop, and there is absolutely zero room for error. So how in the world did the US Navy crack this code? Well, they solved it with an aircraft that was engineered from its very DNA to master this unbelievably hostile environment. So let's meet the F/A-18 Super Hornet. And here it is. This is the jet developed by McDonnell Douglas, now a part of Boeing, of course. It's the Navy's premier carrier-based strike fighter, a 4.5-generation jet built for two things above all else: versatility and sheer survivability in the toughest conditions you can dream up. So let's talk about performance, because this thing is a beast. For starters, its top speed is Mach 1.8. That's almost twice the speed of sound. So yeah, this jet isn't just tough, it is blisteringly fast. And this number tells you everything about its power. Its two General Electric F414 engines crank out a staggering 44,000 pounds of thrust. That is the raw, brute force you need to catapult a fully loaded fighter off a runway that's way too short and into the sky. And once it's up there, it can really go the distance. You strap on some external fuel tanks, and the Super Hornet has an operational range of about 1,800 miles. That gives it the legs to project power way, way out from its carrier group. But you know, speed and range, that's only part of the equation. The real genius of the Super Hornet, the thing that makes it so valuable, is its incredible versatility. It really is the ultimate jack of all trades. Now, here's why that multi-role capability is so important. Space on an aircraft carrier is at an absolute premium. You just can't afford to have a different, specialized plane for every single job. The Super Hornet solves that problem by being a fighter 1 minute, taking on enemy jets, and a strike aircraft the next, attacking targets on the ground. So how does it do all this? Well, it is just packed with some of the most advanced systems out there. I mean, take its AESA radar. It's so powerful it lets a single pilot track and engage multiple targets in the air and on the ground at the same time, a job that used to take several different aircraft to pull off. You combine that with its 11 hardpoints for weapons, and you can configure this thing for pretty much any mission you can think of. And this is what that looks like in the real world. See, this isn't some stripped-down jet for an air show. This is a workhorse, loaded for bear, carrying extra fuel and a serious arsenal of weapons. This is exactly what those 11 hardpoints give you the power to do. You know, the Super Hornet platform was so successful that it didn't just get a few upgrades over the years. It actually evolved. It's really more of a family of aircraft now, with each member tailored for a really specific, high-demand role in modern combat. And the best example of this evolution is when you compare the standard Super Hornet with its electronic warfare sibling, the A-18G Growler. One is the frontline fighter we've been talking about, built to fight and attack. The other is a super specialized variant built to own the electromagnetic spectrum. And you can spot the key difference right here. On the left, you've got your standard F/A-18F Super Hornet. But look to the right at the EA-18G Growler. See those pods on the wingtips? Those aren't missiles. They've replaced the standard missile rails with powerful jamming equipment that can blind and totally disrupt enemy radar and communications. It's a game changer. Okay, so all this tech and versatility is really impressive, but what truly defines the Super Hornet is its track record. This isn't some theoretical weapon system on a drawing board. It is a proven, battle-hardened workhorse. For decades now, this jet has been a constant presence in major conflicts. From countless operations over Iraq to providing that critical air support for troops on the ground in Afghanistan, the Super Hornet has always been right there on the front lines. And this should give you a sense of scale. Over 600 Super Hornets have been delivered to the US Navy. We're not talking about a niche aircraft here. This is the very core of their carrier air wings. It's a truly massive and absolutely indispensable fleet. I think this quote from our source material just nails it. Proven and versatile. Those are the two words that perfectly capture what this plane is all about. It's not just a piece of military hardware, it's the cornerstone of an entire way of fighting. And you know, its success isn't just limited to the US Navy. The Super Hornet is also flown by key allies around the world, making it a critical asset for naval forces across the globe, and really cementing its legacy as one of the most successful carrier aircraft ever built. And that really brings us to our final thought. As we look ahead to a future full of stealth jets and autonomous drones, it's worth asking, what is it about a reliable, versatile, and combat-proven platform like the Super Hornet that